Nick. Hope you are all having a wonderful Friday. You guys made it to the weekend. Congratulations. Hope it's been a successful work week for all of you. Hope you enjoyed Thursday Night Football last night. I know I caught a lot of you guys on our subscriber-only show last night. You got my reactions to that game. Oof on the under. But that said, good entertaining Thursday Night Football game all around. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. So far, we have 2 MLB playoff games tonight. One involving a Astros team that has tied up a series against the Rangers, red hot there. Thank you so much, Jake. Thanks for kicking us off today. And additionally, we've got the Diamondbacks trying to even the series tonight as well. So a lot of action to get to. Obviously, your fantasy questions, we're going to be covering all of it. Make sure, as always, you guys hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're a member of the Butt Fumble Sports community, as we are live every single day across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Make sure you follow us on all of our platforms, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Butt Fumble Sports is here for you every single day, putting out content, going live, and of course, engaging with you guys on and off the air. If you guys ever do want to reach us off the air, you can always email us, feedback@buttfumblesports.com. That's feedback@buttfumblesports.com. And you can always contact us through our website, buttfumblesports.com as well. We've got a lot of picks to give out today for the MLB games. Jake, thanks so much for resubscribing, Jake. Great to have you continuing to be a part of our community. Jake, I know he's got fantasy questions. We're going to cover a lot of fantasy questions. If you guys that want any of my bets, you can find them on the SHARPZ app. Make sure when you download the SHARPZ app, connect to your sports book. That way you can tail every bet that I make every single day. Let's get into your questions. Really appreciate all of you guys being with us as you are every day, because you guys are the best, most loyal audience in all of social media. So thank you guys for being with us. Let's jump into your questions. By the way, Flappo, great to see you. I'm going to get to your question in just 1 second. Brock Ford, what's up? Hope you're having a great day. Brock Ford, for right now, I'm still leaning towards Evans. I still think I prefer Evans just slightly over Foreman. Drew, your Michael Thomas recommendation scared me up until the end. Yeah, it did for me as well. I'm glad that cashed for us both, Drew. Seth, start 2. I'd go Waddle and Zay Flowers. Waddle and Zay Flowers, Seth. Flappo, 328. Hey there. Need a second running back, limited options. I'd go Latavius Murray this week. Latavius Murray, but this week. Trade Laporta for Puka. William Fenton, I actually think that's a good move. I don't have a problem with it. Anonymous Gaming over on Kick. Great to see you. I'd go Jerome Ford and, obviously McCaffrey. I'd go McCaffrey, and if he doesn't play, you could throw in Mason, but I'd go with McCaffrey thinking he still plays. Mendez, flex position, Gabe Davis or Rashee Rice. Really tough for me, but Mendez, I'll go Rashee Rice just barely. Jake, again, thanks so much for resubscribing, Jake. Great to have you for another month. Amari Cooper or DJ Moore? Jake, I'm going to go with Amari Cooper for now. Amari Cooper for now. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate all of you guys watching, viewing, no matter where you are. We are live every single day, so make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. I actually made a mistake. I think I'm still on subscriber-only show, so I'm going to hop off and restart here on TikTok. I'll come right back. Up. Swipe left to close. Okay, my phone is not working, so there we go. I think I had a subscriber-only show on TikTok, so I got to get back to everybody because I promised everybody I'd go live. Anonymous Gaming, flex for rest of year. Christian Kirk would probably be the one. Christian Kirk remains the one. Appreciate all of you guys being with us every single day. Carter 22. No, I absolutely wouldn't do that, Carter. I don't want Madison on my team. I don't understand what the desire is to have Madison. He hasn't put up points all year. It's not an offense that's worth investing in. They don't have a good running game. They don't have a great offensive line for that either. So I don't understand that one. That one doesn't make sense to me. Should I trade Debo, have Waddle, and A.J. Brown? Anonymous Gaming, you can if you need to upgrade at other positions. Vince Ochoa, bench 1. Metcalf, Godwin, Flowers. Vince Ochoa, I'm going to lean just slightly towards Godwin, I think. It's close, though. Mendez, tight end position. I'm going to go with Kyle Pitts. I'll go with Kyle Pitts for the moment. Eklitz, 11, I'd go with Rice. By the way, guys, those watching on TikTok, now everybody can comment. Everyone can be a part of the show. This wasn't supposed to be a subscriber-only show, so forgive me for that. Vince Ochoa, great to see you. Wonderful to have all of you guys watching across all of our platforms. Make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. William Fenton, I'd go with Curtis Samuel. I'd go Curtis Samuel. Eli, I'd go Devontae Smith. Wild Jeff, I'd go Flowers. I'd lean towards Flowers, I think. Monkey, I'd go Purdy. G, I'd go... I might lean towards Zach Evans. Billabong, I'd go Puka. Evan Perez, CeeDee Lamb for Puka and Ramondre, no. I think I'd rather have CeeDee Lamb, believe it or not. Drizzy, having a great day. Hope you guys are as well. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the weekend. Hope you guys are excited about the weekend ahead. Some great college football action. Obviously, MLB playoffs and NFL Week 7 rolls on. Do I think Julio will make a splash? No, I don't think he will. I'm not putting my expectations too high. Cole Mason, I know I'm 6-0, but with Jones and Breece Hall, I think I need to capitalize on Thielen and upgrade. I actually like the idea, Thielen and Goddard for Swift. I like the idea, Cole. I think that's smart planning ahead. Andrew, Vasquez, Higgins, Ridley, what wide receiver should I trade for? Go look at other leagues and see who else needs a wide receiver. But trading Higgins and Ridley and expecting to get an even better wide receiver, it doesn't make sense. Why would someone want to get a lesser wide receiver? Like, it makes no sense, Andrew. Like, think of your question. Brendan Miller. And yeah, I'm going to be a little sassy about the trade questions because we've reached a point now in the season where you guys should know you can't be an idiot about trades. You can't be like, oh, I've got 2 players I don't want. You think I could get an even better player? Maybe, but that really speaks to the stupidity of another owner in your league. Only you would know that. So, appreciate you guys being with us. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. We are live across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, giving out all of our picks every single day. If you want all of my sports bets every single day, DM me on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. We do have player prop bets. We do have, obviously, our picks. Unfortunately, I had to, reset my account because I had some old picks in there that were causing some problems. So my picks are in there, but it says 0. Don't worry. We'll be putting picks in there in no time. We'll get our percentage back or whatever. But make sure you guys are following all of my picks every single day. We cashed out a lot of player prop bets in baseball yesterday. So make sure you guys are DMing me on Instagram, Buttfumble Sports on Instagram. I'm hooking you guys up with my picks. Like Mind, MYND. I just sent you all of my picks. Again, that's for NFL Week 7. That's for some college football. And it's for MLB today. If you guys are looking for fantasy advice, answering your questions across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, don't hit me up on Instagram about the fantasy advice. That's where we put out links. HSBU, I'd go with Hunt over Moss. Wild Jeff, I'd go Pacheco over Mostert. Avery Baker, I'd rather have Etienne and Waddle. Jules, pick one at the flex. I'd go with, I think I'd go Sky Moore. It's close between Tony and Sky Moore since Tony came back and played well. Jake, I got offered Eckler for Mostert. Which side wins the trade? I think it's going to be Eckler this week. Long term, if Eckler can stay healthy, I think it remains Eckler. Warren, Foreman, or Javonte Williams. If Foreman is the number 1 running back, I'll lean towards him. Otherwise, I think it's Williams. David, answered that one, sorry. Is Calvin Ridley benched for now? I think it's always a week-to-week matchup thing. I've got to check what their matchup is. I think they have another game and then they're on the bye. So I got to check their matchup, but he's not an automatic sit. I knew he was not going to have a good game. So Sal, best player prop bet for the Astros. So Sal's asking for it. How about this, Sal? When we get up to, I want to encourage you guys. How about this? When we hit 5,000 likes. No. We got to, when does that game start? That game starts in 15 minutes. Sal, forget it. Let's give out some picks, everybody. Let's give out some picks. First thing I'm going to give out a game pick. We're just dropping picks on you guys because you know what? As much as I want to encourage you guys to hit the like button, you guys are coming here for advice. Let's drop it right away. I'm taking the Astros on the run line. Taking the Astros plus 1.5. Verlander, I'm expecting good things from him. So I'm taking Verlander and the Astros plus 1.5. And then if I switch over to the player prop bets, I'm taking Justin Verlander. And I'm taking him on over strikeouts. I'm taking him on over 4.5 strikeouts. This is cashed in 9 out of his last 10 games. If you're watching over on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, there's a lot of green up on our screen as we use Outlier, the sports betting tool that allows us to do this research. Justin Verlander, over 4.5 strikeouts, has just been very consistent. Justin Verlander, over 4.5 strikeouts. It's just been very consistent. 9 out of the last 10 games, that's a good play. Looking at it head-to-head, 5 straight games. 5 straight games this is cashed against the Texas Rangers. So between his recent performances and against the Texas Rangers, I do like Justin Verlander over 4.5 strikeouts. Now that's a player prop bet I like. Let's get back to answering your fantasy questions across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Brendan Miller, trade Amari Cooper or DK Metcalf for Hawkinson. I'd probably trade Amari Cooper. Yes, Shank 13, I do think Aaron Jones is playing. Spencer Niles, does Gibbs find his groove? Maybe in the coming weeks, not this week against the Baltimore Ravens. Think it's a really tough matchup this week. Connor, Cousins, or Purdy? I'd go Purdy. Drew Hazard, start Moss, Evans, or Hunt? Tough. I'm going to lean towards Evans number 1, but Kareem Hunt is slightly attractive there, so I'm caught between the two. Alex, is Myers worth the start this week? Not for me. I don't think I'd be starting Myers. I understand that he has a really good matchup. I do get that, but I just don't like the option of him at Aiden O'Connell at quarterback. So I understand the idea of the Raiders having a good game, but I'm still not going to take it on this one. Just not enough confidence in the quarterback they're going with. The Titanic, great to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Anderson, trade Pickens for Higgins. Yes, Anderson, I would do the trade. I'd rather have Higgins than Pickens. Thanks, guys, so much. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it. Will, Foreman or Zach Evans? I'm going to lean for the moment towards... Man, it's tough because I really just... I got to go Evans. Will, I'm going Zach Evans. Will, I'm going Zach Evans. Vince Ochoa, I'd go Musgrave. Vince Ochoa, I'd go Musgrave. Caspian C. I'd go Moore, and I'd go Williams. Nuve DK, should I trade Eckler and Cooper for Swift and Thielen? No, I'd rather have Eckler and Cooper. Thanks so much for the question. Appreciate you guys being with us every single day. LAD18. I'm going to lean just slightly towards Josh Reynolds, but that's because I don't like Tutu's value at all. Hector, Hunt, or Ayuk for the flex. I'd go Ayuk. Hunter, I'd go Ayuk. Brandon Jones, 45.95. I'd go Lockett. Brandon Jones, I'd go with Lockett. CJ Young, yo, how you doing? I traded Kirk, McLaurin, and White for Thielen and Mostert. Did I win? I like the trade because I like Mostert, so I think it's an okay deal. Traded Burrow and McLaurin for Lamar. No, big Bobby Mack, I do not like that trade. I do not like that trade. Thanks so much for the corn, William Fenton. Thanks so much for the corn. User 8804, Astros under 9. I think I like the over a little bit more, but here's the thing. I'm not taking the total in that game, User 88. I'm not taking the total. I don't trust it. I think Verlander could pitch well, but I think the Rangers could come back and score some runs later in the game. I just don't like it overall. I'm not going to take the total. Luke Byrne. I'm going to go with Njoku over Ertz. Thanks so much, Maddie. Thanks so much. That's really nice of you, Maddie. Appreciate it. Thanks for the hand heart. Appreciate you. That's awesome. Thanks so much, Maddie. Andres Reyes. Give up Olave, Etienne for Hall and DJ Moore. No, Andres Reyes, I would not do that trade. Ryan, JT, or Palmer. This week, man, I really don't like JT, but I still like him more than Palmer, I think. Ricky, start Puka? Yes, I would, Ricky. I would start Puka. Liz, thanks so much for the tiny diney. Thanks so much, Liz. Neil, Zach Moss or Zach Evans? I'd go Zach Evans. Zach Evans. The Titanic. I have Najee, McCaffrey, Hunt, and Connor. I would go with McCaffrey. I'm leaning towards McCaffrey. Buy T. Higgins? Yes, I would. I would buy T. Higgins. Thanks so much for supporting the show, guys. Start Kirk? Not Kirk Cousins. I wouldn't start him this week. Eddie Wynn. Start Goff, Cousins, or Geno? I'd go with Geno. Eddie Wynn, I'd go Geno. Gabe Sands. Smith for Flowers? I think it's a fair deal. Freddie Ramirez. Who are you starting, Love or Cousins? Love. Freddie Ramirez, I'm starting Love over Cousins. Dante, Puka, and more for Hill. Man, you're giving up a lot, but I actually do that deal. I actually would do that deal. And if Dante, asking 2 questions in one, I'm always going to just read your question and then I'll probably move on. So you're asking 2. If I get Hill, I am then going to give up a trade, Adams and Kirk for Amon-Ra Mostert. Great. Love both of them, Dante. Ryan, do I trade Montgomery for Mixon and Jacoby Myers? Ryan, I wouldn't, but if you need the depth, I understand it. Should I sell Mostert? I only have Gibbs, and this week Mostert's not going to have a good week, but I wouldn't trade him. I still think he has value season long. Brandon, JT or Ramondre? Brandon, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Brandon, I'd go Ramondre Stevenson. Thanks so much for the question. Trade White and Cooper for Stevenson and Sutton. I'm deep at wide receiver. Okay, I understand it then. User 8900. I get it. Thanks so much, Brandon, for the lightning. Appreciate you. Lucas, trade for Deontay Johnson. I wouldn't, but I understand he has value when healthy. Jared C, I'd go with Tua. Jared C, I'd go Tua over Lamar Jackson. Thanks for the question. Dante, thoughts on Mostert rest of season? I like his value. I think Mostert's going to retain his value for the remainder of the year. Should I trade Achen, Gibbs, Flowers, and Bijan for Eckler and Swift? The answer is... wow. Spire, DK, I think you're giving up one player too many, so I'd ask to hold on to Achan. Gibbs, Flowers, and Bijan for Eckler and Swift. I don't know if I'd want to give up the 4 for the 2. That's giving up a lot. Should I trade Laporta for Puka and Jonnu Smith? Katsu, Laporta is significantly better than Jonnu Smith, but if you need the depth at wide receiver, I love getting Puka, so I'm okay with the flip. Grant Walk, thanks so much for hitting that follow button. To all those that are watching across TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, make sure you guys hit that follow button. Great to have you with us every day. Making sure you follow is a great way to make sure you know every time the show is live. So if you love the content, make sure you hit the follow button today. Cohen, Bills or Seahawks defense? I'm going to go with the Bills. I think the Bills are going to put a whooping on the Pats. I'd rather take the Bills. Jorge, Martin Maldonado, love the over half a hit run RBI, Jorge. Love that. He's got great stats against Jordan Montgomery. Chatham Fire Department. Chatham Fire Department. Is that Chatham, Massachusetts? Chatham Fire Department. Is that Chatham, Mass? With Christian Montgomery possibly out, Jordan Mason in his place, or Deontay Foreman? I'd go Deontay Foreman. Chatham Fire Department fan, let me know if that's Chatham, Mass. I'd love to know. Shunk 13, thoughts on Waller matchup? It should be. Titanic, send Higgins, Deontay Johnson, and Hunt, receive Swift and Godwin. Yep, the Titanic, I would absolutely make that move. I'd absolutely make that trade. Appreciate you. Oh, Chatham, New Jersey. Great to have another member of the New Jersey community watching the show. So Chatham, New Jersey, shout out to you. Lane Johnson, thanks so much for supporting the show. Trade Pacheco away for Devontae Smith. I'd rather have Pacheco. I like the depth at running back a little bit more. Willis, too risky to start Christian Watson over Evans? No, I like Watson's matchup. I'd rather go with Watson. Evan, Mark Andrews, and Mixon for Breece Hall, Collins, and Logan Thomas. I'd rather have Hall, Collins, and Logan Thomas, Evan. Dr. Zeke, A.J. Dillon this weekend. I'm not crazy about it since I think Aaron Jones is going to come back healthy. Tyler, start 2. I would start Watson and Cooper. Tyler, I'd start Watson and Cooper. Runner, 666. I'd go Latavius Murray. Should I trade Breece Hall and Kirk for A.J. Brown and McLaurin? I mean, sure, A.J. Brown's the best player in that deal, but giving up the running back, I think Breece Hall's got some value now that we've seen him healthy. Ryan, I'd go Rashee Rice over Palmer. Ryan, I'd go Rashee Rice over Palmer. Your local Mo watching over on Twitch. Should I trade Jones and JSN for Mixon, DK, and Hollywood Brown? I actually wouldn't. I wouldn't do that trade, believe it or not. Freddie, oh, thanks so much, Pluex. Appreciate you supporting the show every single day, Pluex. Thanks for the roses. Myers or JT, who would you start? I'd start JT. Freddie Ramirez, I'd start JT. Appreciate you guys being with us. If I've answered your question, make sure you hit that follow button. Make sure you subscribe. If I've answered your question, best way to say thank you is becoming a member of this community. LC, Devontae Sutton, DJ Moore. LC, I think I'd go Devontae Smith. Jules, thoughts on Swift anytime touchdown? I like it, Jules. I do like it. Tony, should I start Evans or Elijah Mitchell? My running backs are in shambles. I'd go Zach Evans. Just a greater chance that he's going to start. Parker Bledsoe, I'd go Michael Mayer. Parker Bledsoe, I'd go Michael Mayer. Thoughts on sending Kittle and Lockett and getting Elijah Moore and Hawkinson? No, I'd rather have Kittle and Lockett, believe it or not. The Texas Tejano, I'm concerned. Does Carr have a problem with Olave? It looked that way to me last night. Texas Tejano, I know you're a subscriber, so you might have joined us for that subscriber-only show last night. But I said to you guys, I thought the chemistry that they had during the game was awful. I thought it was some of the worst chemistry I have ever seen between a quarterback and their star wide receiver. Like, they walked past each other, and there was, like, no look, no communication for at least 3/4 of that game. And I thought that they were off. Like, the route running, everything. And I feel like it's Derek Carr doesn't have chemistry with the wide receivers, with Alvin Kamara. I think it's a Derek Carr problem. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some internal kind of mumblings about dissatisfaction with him. Parker Bledsoe dropped Freiermuth for... Parker Bledsoe, I've answered that now 3 times. I said yes, Michael Mayer. I said yes, Michael Mayer, Parker Bledsoe. Appreciate you watching the show. Start London or Ford. Buying with Biondo. I'd start Ford, believe it or not. I think I'd start Ford just barely over London. It's close, though. Ivan B, I'd go Tua over Lamar. Ivan B, I'd go Tua over Lamar. Should I trade Kenneth Walker III for A.J. Brown? Well, I really like Kenneth Walker III this week, so I'm pretty big on him. But rest of season, I think A.J. Brown's the better play. No problem, Parker Bledsoe. No problem. I got you. Jeter Leader, I'd go Mahomes. Jeter Leader, I would go Mahomes this week. He's got too good a matchup to not take him. Hall, Murray or Najee Harris? I'd go Latavius Murray. Latavius Murray over Najee Harris this week. Collier, what are some good waiver wire pickups other than Zach Evans? At the running back position, I think Latavius Murray is certainly somebody you could consider at the running back position for the waiver wire. I think Antonio Gibson is someone else you could potentially consider. Justice Hill, I'm not as high on him. Lions are a good run defense, but Justice Hill is someone that you could at least consider if you're in a desperate spot. As for wide receiver, slim frickin' pickings. I mean, Sky Moore, potentially someone you could go with. Josh Reynolds, Jaden Reed. We talked about Shaheed last night, but he didn't come through like we would have hoped. So really, it's just a tough time on the waiver wire. So if you're looking towards a running back or a wide receiver, very challenging. Zach, B22, should I start Debo, Rice, or Ford? I'd actually start Rice, especially since we don't know the status of Debo. I think it's just safer to go with Rice, believe it or not. Let's get back to some of these questions over on TikTok. Josh, buy Puka, yes. Jason, Goff, and ETN for Henry and Herbert. I'd rather have Henry and Herbert. I'd rather have Henry and Herbert. Appreciate the question. Buck, Laporta or Komet? I'd go with Laporta. Munoz the Great, Kamara, Wilson, Goddard for Hill and Hawkinson. Munoz, love it. Wait, is that Justice Hill? If it's Tyreek Hill, I'd really love it, but if it's Justice Hill and Hawkinson, I don't like it. So it depends on what it is. I was too optimistic about which Hill that was. Aaron, should I trade Kittle and Jefferson for Hawkinson? No, I wouldn't do it. R. Robbie Robertson, should I trade Higgins and Rice for Jamar Chase? That I do. R. Robbie Robertson, I would do that trade. Brendan, I'd go, Brendan, I'm going to take a chance and I'm going to say Amari Cooper. The Titanic, pick up Elijah Moore or Roshan Johnson on waivers. Well, we're hearing Roschon Johnson. I'm worried about his status. Got to check to see if he's going to start this week. So Roschon Johnson, there was talk about he didn't practice yesterday, so I wouldn't pick him up. I am a little bit concerned about that. Couple minutes away from this Thursday football game couple minutes away from this game getting started for baseball. Appreciate you guys being with us. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you're subscribing. We are going to be live for a short show today, very short show today. I actually have to jump off and actually go do some other things. I will be live later tonight, everybody. We will be live later tonight. Forgive me, we're going to do a very short show today. I will be live later tonight for all you guys, so forgive me for the short show. Really forgive me. I'm sorry. Normally wouldn't be doing this, but going to do a shorter show. We'll be live later tonight, so I'll catch you guys later.